everybody. This is Tippy.
And this is Jo.
And you're listening to the Tippy Jo Show, sponsored by BetterHelp.com/The Barn.
If it's all right, I want to kick it with you all night, all night. Have a good time. Ain't gotta worry, cause it's all right, it's all right.
Hey, welcome back to the Tippy Jo Show studio. I am Jo.
And I'm Tippy.
And we are here with Raised on Radio.
Now, you guys are from the St. Louis area, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're going to go around. You're going to tell us your names and then your position in the band. We'll start with you, Ty.
I am Ty Waldrop. I am the drummer and backup vocalist.
I'm Gracie McCoy. Hold it for me. I'm Gracie McCoy. I play the bass and I also do backup vocals.
I'm Luke McGinnis. I'm the lead guitarist.
I'm Theo. I play guitar and keyboards.
I'm Rachel Stragi. I do backing vocals.
I'm Rin Blank, and I'm the lead vocalist.
I love it. So how long have you guys been Raised on Radio?
So we started like about a year ago, but a bit over a year ago. But like as like the core 6 of us, like it's been like 6 months,
6 or 7 months.
Seven since
7 months.
December.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So would you guys just jam and kind of do vocals with you being like backup vocalist also? Or?
So there's like during our set list, there's like some songs where, like we will take the leads on, but like usually we'll typically do like harmonies on like during the chorus of songs and stuff.
Before you guys had actual vocalists?
Well, so for a while we had this other girl, but she left because she was more of a country girly.
Yeah.
So she left, and then we got Rachel and we got Rin. So we kind of just
They rock out with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of our songs are those like arena rock songs with a ton of harmonies. So
Tons.
So it really helps to have strong vocalists.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come to meet each other? I know we were talking before we got started, and you guys had said that you're all from different areas. So how did this even happen?
So we've kind of done this one program that like a lot of us met at, that like some of us learned to actually play our instruments, and we decided that we wanted to form our own band. And it originally started out as like a Rush cover band in a way. That was the exact first thought.
that never made it out the group chat though.
Yes, started out as that, and then eventually me, Theo, and Luke decided let's just do a cover band of all the songs, a lot of ones you would hear typically on like KC95 radio station. And then eventually we were like, all right, well, we need a bass player, so we picked up Gracie. And then
Side of the highway, or
That's how it fell.
yeah, she also went to the same program that we were also in.
Yeah, everyone but Rachel was in the program.
Yeah.
okay.
And we're still in the program currently, but
Yeah, and eventually we decided we just want to do regular cover bands. And we decided to go with Raised on Radio because, I mean, that's what it all kind of originated on.
And it happened to also be the name of a Journey album, and we do play Journey. So
Not gonna lie though, I was in fact raised on iTunes.
it only
Correlates to some, like him. I don't know you guys, but
Yeah, it's
I was on iTunes.
I've listened to it.
Oh, when we picked up Gracie too, we straight up had her learn the bass and the vocals for, I'm talking like, what was it, like 20 songs in under a week.
In 4 days. They told me that you need to stop taking the mic away from me. You're like holding. You're like, oh, I'm not even speaking. It was like a Monday night, and they were like, hey, do you want to join our band? Also, do you want to learn these 20 songs? And also, you have to play and sing on them. And I didn't really listen to this type of music beforehand. Like, I listened to like weird, like emo music, and they changed me kind of. But they were like, yeah, you have to know all of these songs by like Saturday. And we already had like another gig that day with like the program that we were in. It was stressful. It was like
you
crunch
guys are
time.
lucky I'm talented.
Yeah. And there were some songs where I'm like, you guys, you know what? No, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, she got it done though. She did really good.
She did great.
I tried my best.
So how long have you been playing? guitar?
So the drums.
We should have wrote that on the board too.
I've been playing for around 7 years now, so yeah, I definitely have some experience on the instrument. So.
Just
Gracie, you just learned recently?
Yeah, so not to brag, I took drum lessons for like a year in 4th grade, so I'm pretty good on that. No. But I just started playing bass like 3 years ago, and I kind of I just had really good teachers, so I don't know, so bass is really easy to get good at. It's hard to get really good at, but like it's good to or it's really easy to get.
It's easy to play, but not easy to be good at it.
Yeah, like for like a rock band, a lot of the things are really easy, so it's just like I don't need to try that hard.
I don't think bass players get enough credit.
Yeah,
Like-
They don't.
there are some
they
songs
do not.
I'm still struggling with, not gonna lie.
Oh, Rush.
Oh my god, that guy. I don't know how he does it. He like plays keyboards and sings and plays bass same time. Crazy.
Yeah, like how can your brain even process all that?
Does he have
Geddy Lee.
have extra
I
arms?
play and sing at the same time, but I cannot imagine throwing a third instrument in there. He like plays with like pedals that he just like taps. It's crazy.
Have you seen like the one-man bands and
Yeah.
stuff where they
Yeah,
have like the
that's-
backpack of the
God.
drums
I
and
do
like
that.
cymbals on their feet? Like, I could never.
The
I could
spinning
never do that.
circles.
I'm too stupid for that. That just does not work out. Luke, tell us.
I've been playing roughly like 8 or 9 years, I think. I don't really remember exactly when I started, but yeah, it was around then.
I've been playing keyboards for like 11 years now.
Try
And
hard.
then guitar, it's been about like 8, I think.
For us, it's a little bit harder to tackle because we don't like carry our instruments around with us. But
I mean, technically you do.
Well,
Yeah, you did say you were very mobile in the stairwell.
That is
You
fair.
got voice boxes.
But I know that both of us, we've been singing since like we could talk. But
I guess it's more when did you decide to start refining that skill and
Yeah.
actually using it?
I do theater, so I started doing theater about 8 years ago, and I didn't start getting actual voice lessons until January of 23. But so it's kind of been a shorter time for me, but it's still like it's very fun. It like comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got some experience on the stage for
Quite a bit. Yeah.
I've been singing for literally my entire life, as Rachel said. My parents are in a band, so I kind of grew up around rock music. I was harmonizing with my mom at 2 years old. Me and her would just sit in the car, harmonize. I started taking vocal lessons when I was 6 years old. So I've really been in a passion for singing for almost my whole life. So it's kind of I love singing, and I've been doing it for a long time. So.
Give your parents' band a little shout out.
Oh
Who
yeah,
are they?
the Steamroller Band in STL. They are Julie and Greg Blank, Rich Casnell, and Chris Latrello, and they played classic rock music like Fleetwood Mac and stuff like that. So
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Are you
cool
guys
stuff, guys.
surprised by the traction that you got from actually going out and doing shows? Like
Yes.
now, but the old,
Yeah, very
the
much
older
surprised.
generation is just like, huh? Damn.
Yeah, but like to a degree, like eventually, I would say probably about like 6 months into like us being a band, I kind of realized I'm like us being like young playing all this like older, well, technically it's like older now, was kind of like the selling point in a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what definitely grabbed us because we saw you for the first time at the Hubs Pub 2-year anniversary.
The bands
Yes,
around
yes.
town.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Bands Around Town anniversary, but it was at Hubs Pub.
Yeah.
But we saw you there for the first time and we were just blown away. And like instantly we were like, okay, these kids, we got to get them. So
Yeah.
it's working out.
Yeah.
It's working for you.
It's honestly very surprising how much it's just surprising how much popularity we've been getting, and like, cause to think about in December we did like, and even like, I don't even know, we just weren't even this like far into the band until like recently. Like, it's just so weird to think about how much popularity we're getting.
Yeah, and it's getting to a point now where like our bass player Gracie gets recognized on the street.
Yeah, it's literally so.
I was at a concert for Styx. I was in the bathroom just like washing my hands. This lady comes with me. She's like, are you in a band?
Which is surprising because when I tried to get a picture of you at bands around town, I felt like she's like,
I'm always. I was looking at her Instagram. I'm like always just like hiding behind Luke. Like I'm never there.
In the photo.
But like
Yeah.
I don't know
I was
why.
like, you are a bad bitty, and I want a picture of you on the bass.
Okay, well that was a small stage with a lot of people, and my bass is so long that I have hit him in the head.
I think it's every gig you hit me in the
every
head.
gig, and I
It's
feel
tradition
so
now.
bad.
You can't stop. Now you gotta do it on
Honestly.
purpose.
Oh, I feel bad. but
Once
like,
per gig.
I try my best to not. It's unavoidable. So I don't know.
How about jitters? Jitters when it comes to getting on stage. Is that gone?
So-
Who's the worst at it? Who's the one that's freaking out before every show?
I freak out.
It's you.
It's you. I freak out
Yeah.
before almost every show. Even though I've been doing this for like my entire life, I still freak out before every single
Yeah,
show.
I feel like we could all collectively agree, like, when it comes to the actual, like, show day, it's not so much, like, scared nerves, more of, like, excited, like, anticipation. But, like, typically, like, the week leading up to it, we're all, like, super anxious and freaking
Yes.
out.
Yeah, because
Speak for yourself.
I know grown men that have thrown up before a show.
yeah,
so.
the week before our shows are just filled with a lot of like prep, a lot of rehearsals, making sure our set is tight. Like
It can be very stressful.
It can be
Very,
stressful, but
very.
then
Yeah.
once we get to the actual show, it's just like
Yeah,
Ty said, it's
washes
a lot
it
of
all
excitement.
away.
Yeah, and, like, typically for, like, me, it's like, most of the shows we do now, I don't get, like, extremely jittery, but, like, for, like, bigger shows or, like, festivals and stuff, it's like, all right, we're playing in front of probably, like, 3 times the crowd we typically play in front of.
No pressure.
So it's like, all right, let me put these sunglasses on so no one makes eye contact with me.
Other than theater, have any of you ever done any kind of like solo acts?
I did.
Oh, she got a story.
I know,
Okay,
right?
okay. So I used to do theater in like middle school, elementary school, and my first ever role was a statue.
I bet you killed it.
Oh, it was so good.
killed that.
It was very poppin'.
Oh,
it was so bad.
I love that one.
But I was at the Garden Cafe in Webster, which is a cute little cafe. Love it so much. And every Thursday they have little open mic nights, and I went to it and I sang "Burn" from Hamilton, and I forgot all of the words. I did like the first verse and like the last like 10 seconds. It was the worst thing ever. I almost did all of Bohemian Rhapsody, so I'm glad I went with the other one. But that's about it. That was a rough time. That was a rough time.
No one-time show.
It never happened ever again.
A lot when I used to take like strictly classical piano lessons. When I was super young, there would be like recitals and things like that. So I do a lot of those in front of the parents of the other kids.
Yeah.
You know,
that's still
taking the
something.
lessons.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
also DJ.
what's the biggest
yeah, I forgot about
difference? You were a DJ?
Yeah.
Still does. He still is.
I gig all over the place.
I don't know.
DJ Pioneer. Right?
Yeah, and I'm there remixing songs for like, you know, weddings, parties, that sort
Very
of deal.
cool.
Can't you tell by the shirt?
Yeah, very
Too funny.
DJ.
So for those of you who have done some solo acts out there, what's the difference, you know? So when you go on stage solo, you don't really have anybody to look to when you start to get kind of in your head about things. But now when you go on stage, you've got all these other people that you can turn to and be like, I'm freaking the fuck out. Are you? You know?
Yeah.
How does that compare for you?
It's nice just being able to have like somebody like at our last gig, like this one mic, like the thing kept falling out, like the cable. So it's nice just being able to have like someone to turn to and be like, oh, that was so funny, instead of being like, ooh, you know.
Frustration. Am I
Right.
there?
It's definitely really comforting.
Oh, yeah.
Having people
It
up
is
there.
so
and also having my
comforting.
bass in front of me. Like when I sing like by myself, I'm like, ooh, what do I do? I like having my bass in front of me. I don't know.
Singing is so embarrassing sometimes.
Oh,
just
yeah.
standing there during instrumental parts.
I have
Oh my
like,
God.
I also have like a big problem with like standing still while I'm singing. Like I always have to like rock on my feet. So like that actually made my I also do like talent shows at my school, and that actually made my my rendition of Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen somewhat embarrassing because I sounded great, but it was just like I was constantly just like going back and forth because I couldn't stand still.
Yeah.
She does this.
I do have that here. I am.
That's a classic.
I will say, like, while I don't have much experience with like solo acts, I prior to like doing drums and stuff, I was like very much passionate about like ice hockey, and like played at like a high intense level with it. So it was kind of it's pretty funny. It's like, all right, art, and then you have athletics, completely different subjects, but like transitioning between both, I was like, all right, there's like some parallels with like the teamwork and stuff. I was like, all right, this role is kind of similar to like this player and stuff. So it was pretty funny seeing that. And it's like, oh, some of the skills I learned with this, I could pull over to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a large teamwork aspect to it, and there's just like there's a bond that all of us have on stage because we'll interact with each other on stage. Like even though he's all the way on the other side of the stage, but we'll still.
You gotta yell like,
hey,
"Hey, over there!"
Yeah, at our last show, I brought my wireless pickups. We were playing at Kirkwood Station Plaza, and it had this long extension. I was like, you know what? There's people sitting across the street. Like, there's a big intersection there, and there's people sitting across the street on the lawn. So I'm like, let me go entertain them. So I just walked away from like the stage to go face them instead.
I was like looking at him like, where did he go? I'm like,
No, he just keep-
he's gone. Like he kept going missing, and I was like, what is going on?
It's like crowd interaction.
Yeah, I will say, like, while yes, I feel we bond a lot during our actual performances, I would argue we bond even more during our setup.
Oh, during our setup.
Yeah, and our
Yeah.
takedowns.
Yeah.
Oh my
During
God.
our takedowns, there's some interesting conversations that happen during
Yeah,
those.
interesting conversations. Yeah.
Now, with so many of you and the different dynamics, I'm sure there have been conflict once in a while. Like,
all the
you
time.
guys-
100%.
have you guys developed good skills to get past those conflicts?
Yeah.
Some better than others.
I feel like at the heart of it, it's like, all right, we're all here for the reason, like in a way, we're very privileged to not only just play music in a band, especially at how young we are, but also playing amongst some of our bestest friends. And yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like, all right, look, I know we're mad, but like, let's look back and like, we're
gonna
doing
get
good.
over
We're
it, so
doing
let's
good.
get over it soon.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, this honestly feels kind of like a family to me. So like obviously, like with a family, you're going to have fights. So, but also with family, you have to like push past them, admit that sometimes you're wrong, and apologize for it. So that's usually like what happens whenever that happens with us, because like you remember that like even though you're super mad at whoever it is now, then now you still very much love like doing all of this like with them. So it's like you don't want to like lose all of that just because of this one little skirmish.
Right.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've learned with like conflict in the band is like the skill of compromise.
Yes.
Because I'm like, because when we would get into fights, it would usually be like someone wanted something some way and someone wanting something another way, but eventually it gets to the point where like the way they're seeing it isn't that bad.
You should be used to this though. You have 2 brothers and a sister.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, I did get used to it with like siblings, but this also just like it helped me a lot.
But
with,
then like this
with
is
the
supposed to be my
compromise.
place where I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah,
friends.
but yeah, I've definitely learned how to compromise, and I mean, it works. So.
I think the biggest piece of advice that we could give you guys, not that we're musicians, but of course we are a family as well.
Yeah.
Communication is always key, no matter if it's a relationship like this, a relationship like this, a relationship that is more intimate. Communication, 100%.
If you're feeling it,
I
talk
like
about
to think.
it.
Absolutely.
I like to think that we have gotten better at communicating.
Yeah.
I think we definitely have. Our first group chat was a Snapchat group chat,
Oh my
and so
God.
all of our texts would just delete immediately. So we moved over to text. So that's already a step up.
Yeah. Then you can be like, I got receipts.
So of all the places you performed, where's your favorite? Do you guys got one?
Favorite.
Do you have a location that
We
you're
don't
like,
have a
that was
collective
awesome?
favorite, but
I've got a few personal favorites.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
everyone, each
Sure,
their
we
own
can go
identity.
around,
Go through the
yeah.
list.
We'll start with Theo. Go ahead.
I personally really liked our set at the Taste of Maplewood Festival.
Yes.
That was back in what, May?
It sounds
18th.
delicious.
Yeah. we played it in May, and like that was like the turning point of our band. We were like somewhat known. We played a couple small like bars and things like that, but like at that Taste of Maplewood Festival, we got a ton of people that followed us on Facebook and things like that, and then from there it just like went uphill.
Nice.
And now we're where we are today.
Very cool.
Yeah, so some of the I really did. I loved the Taste of Maplewood too. But that another stage that I really liked playing on was this is just the stage, not the atmosphere around it. It was the St. Peter Fest stage. It was a really, really nice stage. We were elevated above like all the whole festival. It was really nice. Only thing bad about that gig was that there were a million
The cicadas.
a million cicadas.
Oh my god!
And
I had to pick them off him while he was playing guitar.
They were like, you could barely see our backs.
They
Oh
were
my
lucky
gosh.
though. They were lucky because they're able to move around and if it's on me, all right, instantly take it off. Me, every single one of my ligaments is being used for the instrument, so I'm just having to take it on the chin
Hoping
when
some
they're all
of them
there.
fly off as you're moving.
At one point, like there were some on my shoulders, my back, but at one point, one landed like right on my collarbone and climbed up my neck.
I would die.
I was.
And you're the drummer, like you can't lose beat or something, 'cause
No.
then they all will go
Yeah.
down.
You go down, we all go down.
So yeah, I had to take it on the chin quite a few times during that gig.
Literally.
Yeah, there's a video of him like during a break just like flicking them off his back.
Just imagine having to go around. I had to go around each and every member and had to pick off
Yeah.
a cicada or two. More than 3 cicadas.
One hit my face and fell into my
I
shirt.
had to cover her.
It was gross. It was awful.
One almost flew in my mouth.
Oh no. I don't do bugs. Like
Yeah,
that's
well,
a hard no
well,
for
it was-
me.
Those are hard no.
During a solo, one just whoop right there.
Oh,
right
no.
there.
And
Had
those
to
things,
go
like, they thud. Those things
Yeah.
are beefy.
They're scary.
I tried to like grab them off of me. They're like hooked.
And they
they're like
scream.
stick to
You touch them and they scream.
They feel so
they
weird
just,
too.
like-
Like when you, ooh, I hate
Would you ever eat a fried cicada?
No.
I would never.
How much
ever.
money?
How much money? How much money?
$20?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
$10?
Yes.
Yep.
$5?
Yes.
$2?
I love deep.
Yes.
I love,
$1.
I love fried food. Get me up. Get me
Can you give me some ranch?
Well, I hear they taste like peanut butter.
Oh, actually.
So that's
mind.
kind
I
of
take
that's
that
an
back.
interesting situation.
If it tastes like peanut butter, then I'll eat it.
like write me some jelly.
like
you
peanut
know?
So somebody ate one.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
there was when the whole cicada situation started this year, you know, there was like tons of recipes out there of people frying cicadas and making them in different ways, and I couldn't. I've eaten crickets before though. You ever had crickets?
What do they
I've
taste
never
like?
had crickets.
No.
Nothingness, you know what I mean? Like they're kind
Just
of like
they're
it's
just like just crunchy, just crunchy.
crunchy, and sometimes they'll season them like they're chips. You know, like you can get them at the zoo and stuff, at the little gift shop and stuff. They have like crickets you can get. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Funny, yeah.
it's more of just like a terrible time the whole time because I know that I'm eating crickets. You know, so
You didn't know you were eating crickets. It might not be that bad.
yeah. If I didn't know what it like, I'll try anything. That's fine with me, but. Don't tell me what it is until afterwards, just in case, you know, because I'll try it beforehand. But if you tell me it's a cricket or something, I don't know if I could get past that.
Yeah. Ren, right?
Yes.
Rachel?
Yes.
Tell us your favorite spots. I don't want to just hand
Yeah,
over
no, it's all
that.
good. I really loved. I think not talking about spots, but talking about like favorite gig was
Yeah.
definitely the Bands Around Town gig. That
Was it?
Yes, that was really fun. I loved
It was
that.
so
'cause
fun. We love Bands Around
I loved
Town.
seeing all the crowd's interaction.
Yeah.
and I loved seeing all of the reactions of all of them, and I loved just seeing all the people that were cheering and supporting, and just any gig that we've kind of had that has a lot of people. We played at Sky, and there were a ton of people dancing and up at front. That was a really fun time. So really.
I can see the bands around
Yeah.
town also being fun because it was just packed full of
It was
musicians.
so many
all
musicians.
over the
Yes,
place.
definitely.
That show was great because they would see us like get up and they'd be like, "Ugh, a bunch of kids. And
Yeah.
they start playing.
And we start playing.
We got up.
Oh, we have that story.
Like we've been waiting to see these kids.
We played at at an open mic night, and we signed up, and we were like doubted by everyone in the crowd because we were kids, and like the sound guy was being like all
Where
weird with
was
them. They're
this?
like,
Can you just tell me where
Highway
it was?
60.
Okay.
Highway 61
One
Roadhouse
Roadhouse.
Making sure.
in Webster.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the people in charge there were like, oh, that bunch of kids, like, because all the other acts, like, you know, they were just trying to put themselves out there, because that's the whole point of an open mic night. Like, they weren't well rehearsed acts. And then the people in charge were just kind of like looking down on us and things like that. So was the whole audience. The whole audience was like, more kids, like, let's just get them on and off, you know, that sort of deal. Like, he wouldn't let me set up my keyboard. He wouldn't let him set up his pedal board or things like that.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was
So-
just a very weird situation.
Ageism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we started playing, and then everyone was like, people sat up. They're like, "Oh my gosh! Like these are
Yeah,
these
like we
kids are
wouldn't be
playing
here
this?"
unloading
Like,
all this equipment unless
Yeah.
we knew what we were
Yeah.
doing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
the
made us like get back on.
Oh yeah, we had to go back on another
Good.
time because
Oh,
they
yeah.
were
Their way of apologizing.
I think that was their way of
The
apologizing.
sound guy apologized to me afterwards for like yelling at me for trying to set up my board. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that."
Did you say you better be
Sorry.
better recognize next time? I love it.
I will say, probably my most favorite gig was our 1-year anniversary at Theo's block party.
that one was-
Yes.
So our first ever gig was at his, like, right in front of his house, in his like garage, playing in front of his whole block. And it was bad. Sound quality, even just musicianship was.
It was bad.
We had 4 days to rehearse.
Yeah.
And you could tell.
But when we went back and we played there the next summer, it was a good, like, reflection on my stand. Like, especially, I was like, wow, we're already set up and ready to go. All right, that's a lot faster than we did last year.
Yeah, I think it just displayed our growth over
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I do really like all like the ones like an elevated stage, but I honestly kind of miss the ones where we would just like play at a bar and like just be on the floor.
Is that just because you could get into the bar?
Ew, no. I'm serious. I really don't want to drink. But there was our last like real like bar gig was at Cousins in Farmington, and I feel like that one was probably one of my favorites because like I had started like developing like a habit of, so like during the song "Smokin'" by Boston, when the singers come back in, I would like during the instrumental I would like unwind my mic, and then as I started singing I would leap over the monitor and then just sing the rest of the song like right in front of the monitor and just more closer to the audience. I really enjoyed doing that, and but I also really like playing at 9 Mile Garden down in Afton, which it's you also like feel like I feel like more connected to that place, just because it's very close to my church, so it's very so it's kind of familiar to me.
Yeah.
So it just felt like, wow, I'm actually playing here, and so wow. Yeah.
That's a cool experience.
Yeah, so some of you prefer a more intimate experience, and some of you prefer a more big experience.
We all have different opinions on that, but we all have the same opinion on it too. We all like
And
our
the same
opinions
goal.
vary. Yeah, the same goal.
Yeah.
We all want to go to the same place.
Works out for you. Love
Okay.
it. Who's the
My-
goofiest
wait, it's my
goober?
turn.
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
I've been waiting.
She's like, oh my god, shut up.
Okay, because it doesn't really count as a gig because it wasn't really like a gig, but so we went to Thunderhead, which is like Rush cover band. It was at the pageant. We all got VIP tickets. I hated Rush before. I was like, oh, you guys like Rush. I hate playing Rush because the bass lines were really hard. And then we got VIP tickets. I'm like, okay, well, I can't waste this VIP ticket on a band that I don't like. So I started listening to them, and like, they're like my favorite band now. Whatever. Not important.
She listens to them all the time. Like, I'll just look at her listening activity, all Rush. Not one artist every week, Rush.
I'm the number 3 listener on Airbuds. So, whatever. But they had an open jam, and it was all Rush songs, obviously. And we play a few, some of them better than others. But we, like, overtook it, because they were like, it was like, oh, kids getting up there, gross, ew. And then it was like, oh my god, kids playing Rush? And they're all huge Rush fans. And from, like, then on, like, you know the Taylor Swift bracelet thing? Mm-hmm. So I spent hours. I spent hours like making these bracelets. I had like 30 of them. Within 5 minutes of us playing, they were all gone. Because everyone would come up to me and be like, "You're so cool! Like, I wish I was you as a kid." I'm like, "Oh, hey, do you want a bracelet?"
That's fun.
Yeah. So that was my favorite.
I will say I didn't even think of that as like an actual gig.
I didn't
but
either.
I
was up there.
I was thinking real hard.
I loved it because like I said, we were like kids and they were like, oh, this is gonna be real bad. But like afterwards, the person that like ran the whole like VIP experience was like tearing up and like was like, this is like actually so wonderful to see, like the next generation still keeping
Rock and roll.
their yeah.
So many people said that.
Yeah, and not even just something that like rock and roll bands that are like still playing, but like the Elvises of our our generations now. So.
Do any of you dabble in writing your own music? Do you
I've
guys
tried.
have songs?
I've tried.
hiding?
I have done before. That was a while ago though. I've been focusing on
Yeah.
learning cover songs.
We got a lot of stuff to work on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
me
And there's
Me
a lot
and
of
Theo
stuff.
tried to do like a dual like writing thing, but then it just got overshadowed by other stuff we were doing
Our
with the
other
band.
project, yeah.
With
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's the other
It was a prog project we
Oh my
wanted to do.
god. Oh yeah, they were gonna start.
We were gonna start writing our like
down to
own
do that.
I'm down to do it too, but I just don't have the time.
They gotta find
Womp
a basis
womp.
if they do that.
No, this is just gonna be us two.
I mean, hey, we got the Outsiders, and they're a big group, but sometimes they two go here and three might go here. So, because they like to work on other music too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of bands will do that when they, have a lot. Well, I mean, local bands, not like
Yeah.
even national. I mean, come on, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a side project that not everybody wants to be involved in or has time for. Like, follow your
Yeah.
passions.
Let your creativity out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally like all I do every summer.
Yeah.
I love that.
You
for
were asking
guys.
us who the goofiest
I
goober
was. Who is the goofiest goober of the
I really think it's.
Yes.
I think it's Theo.
I think so.
Theo is definitely.
I mean, look at his wacky and wild shirt. So obviously,
He's a bit goofy. Everyone's goofy though.
All of us. We are.
Yeah.
Grown man.
Good.
He's
Okay. Okay, but I like to think I'm the goofiest because like, yeah, am I
think
a
it's
legal
all-
adult now? Yes, but it's like I'm still a child at heart.
You should pay
I think
taxes.
it's
And that's what makes
I
you're
think it's-
18 also.
I think it's both of you two. You two
Yeah,
are
especially
both
together.
together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Isn't there like
they're
a,
the goofiest couple.
Isn't there like a photo of like me giving him a peck on the cheek or something?
There's a
There was a picture of you kissing him.
Okay, but look,
There's like two of them.
but look, that's because
$20.
but look, that's because he's
bought
my
them food
homie.
for that.
He's my homie.
I was like, I'll buy you guys food if you go
I
kiss.
record.
And
It
then
was like after.
Hey,
we were
food
at
is
a,
food.
we were at a random
Like he's
concert,
comfortable
dude.
with himself. He don't care.
if you can't kiss your homies on the lips, I mean, that's on you.
Word.
Are they really your friend? Are they really your
If
friend?
you're not kissing your homies, what are you doing?
Kiss them then.
Come on.
So who takes on like the parental role of you guys?
Well, we all.
It's another shared goal.
It is
We all kind of parent each other.
Yeah.
in
It's
different
more,
ways.
It's more like everybody.
AirPods down.
No, it was the AirPods. The camera was already on the
Oh
ground.
dear.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like. It's more of like we all share like the role of like being the parent because
They're all responsible at different points in time.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's
Points
what-
we're not all responsible at all. Sometimes we're all responsible. Sometimes we're not all responsible.
Well,
Yeah,
sometimes, like if like one or two people are like acting up too much, like one or two of them will be like, okay, calm it down a little, and then
Or
and
they'll
then
just yell, "Shut up!"
I like to
that's
think,
that's more often.
I like to think when we're like hanging out, I'm like I am because my mom is a nurse. My mom is like the manager of the trauma ICU. So when you're acting a fool driving a golf cart,
Oh my god.
terrified of golf cart. So I'm
scared.
like in the front seat. I'm like, slow down, stop it.
All right, so like when we're all hanging out with each other, I'm probably not the most like level-headed, but I feel like when we're out in like public and like especially like the like shows and stuff,
gigs you are.
I feel like I'm the best with like trying to make sure everyone's like professional and like good with like
Like, stay professional.
like
Yeah.
professional like etiquette
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff.
I think
It's
you
like
are really good.
it's like, what are you doing leaving? No, there's other bands playing. Stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
You're
good.
not
like
leaving.
that.
Ty definitely has the most like parental role in like when it comes to gigs.
I'm the
I
dad.
say.
I try
Yeah,
to
you
keep
guys are the parents.
Yeah,
You're the parents of the
I'm trying to keep
group.
you guys from dying.
Yeah, I try to keep the band in check, and she tries to keep me in check.
Mom and dad over
Yeah,
here.
they perfect parents.
I like the
enough,
fact that you like to sit around and listen to the other
Yeah.
bands, because so many people just pack up and they just leave, and then they take the people that came there to see them and they go, and it's like you're not really supporting the other artists.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes like with me, like you don't really like I don't really have like I just like have to go because like we have like something else going on.
Oh, of course,
with my
other
family.
obligations.
There's
then.
obligations.
But yeah, I will like usually like try to see like a little bit of like what else is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, it's Tippy here from the Tippy Jo Show, and I want to talk about mental health. You guys know that we are huge mental health advocates, and we are all about getting the help that you need. And one great way to do that is with BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com is the world's largest therapy network, and it is 100% online. And with over 30,000 licensed and experienced professionals, there is definitely somebody there that is going to suit your needs. It's so easy to get started. You just answer a couple of questions about your therapy needs, and they'll match you with a therapist that's right for you. But if for whatever reason that therapist isn't a good fit for you, you can switch to a new therapist, no problem. And BetterHelp makes it super easy to communicate with your therapist. You can text, you can call, you can video chat, whatever feels right to you, they're there waiting to listen. And the best part is you can get 10% off your first month's service by going to betterhelp.com/thebarn. That's betterhelp.com/THEBARN. Bye.
Looking to cultivate your own cannabis? Visit Main Street Grow Supply, your local one-stop shop for all things cultivation and more. Located at 101 West Main Street in Park Hills, Missouri, Main Street Grow Supply offers a wide range of top-quality products and expert advice to help you grow your best crop yet. Whether you're a seasoned grower or just starting out, their knowledgeable staff is there to guide you every step of the way. From premium soils to state-of-the-art grow lights, Main Street Grow Supply has everything you need to nurture your plants from seed to harvest. So why wait? Visit Main Street Grow Supply today at 101 West Main Street in Park Hills, Missouri, and let them help you grow with confidence. Main Street Grow Supply, cultivating community one plant at a time.
I've heard you.
How do you guys go about picking what songs you're going to play?
It's a group thing.
it's a
process.
It is a very big process.
Oh.
We've replaced songs so many times.
So many times.
We brought back a lot of songs.
And we brought back a lot of songs. And
It started off as very, let's do our own thing, let's pick whatever we want. So we were jumping
My
all over
Chemical Romance.
genres, could not pick a genre. I would always push for classic rock, but like, not everyone would.
All I wanted to do was play My Chemical Romance, and they wouldn't let me.
oh yeah, they cast it. I'm not okay.
And then none of them learned it, and I was so sad.
But we kind of found our clique. It was probably after Rush Fest, honestly, and we're like, St. Louis loves people who play classic rock. Let's just do that, and it's like it's worked out. It gets all the old people, following us up on
Hey, they're
Young
young
at heart.
things like that.
Oh my god!
Again, why you two are the parents? That's literally the parents.
That's crazy. What just happened? That wasn't planned.
You were saying?
But picking songs is very much like a group effort because we all want to play music that we're like passionate about and that we feel that would work with like a crowd because at the end of the day it's really like what resonates with audiences.
Like, I'm here to entertain. I got to make sure I'm reading
we
my.
are the entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of the songs that we don't like, but we have to play them.
Yeah.
Because they're like crowd pleasers.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
That filler in between the songs you guys really love to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like while we are musicians and when we're on stage, we want to show like, oh yeah, like we really know how to actually play our instruments. There's still that other side of being on the stage and like the performance aspect where it's like, all right, we're trying to put on a show.
we gotta
Yeah.
throw an AC/DC
So.
song in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's your least favorite crowd favorite?
Least favorite crowd favorite.
I'm gonna get so much hate.
Mine's Separate Ways. I know.
Really?
Really?
I love that.
It's just
song.
because I used to play that in the program before
you're
we
just like,
did
yeah.
Based on Radio.
That's me. That's
I used
what
to do
mine
that
is.
in there, so like it's been like almost like 3 years now of playing that song, and
It's a little boring.
and
Fantastic.
it's not the most engaging drum song also. So
I'm gonna get hate, but the only reason I'm saying I don't like the song is because I've played it and I've sung it too much. Rosanna by Toto, I can't do it.
that's fair.
I can't do it. we've done that song. I've done that song in a program. I've done that song, obviously, in Raised on Radio, and I've been hearing that song my entire life. I've kind of gotten sick of it. It's just kind of very repetitive, in my opinion, and singing it is not my favorite thing, but we still do it because, like,
when you see the crowd excited, you're like, okay.
People know it, so we kind of have to. But even if we're doing music that we don't like, we still do it because we love playing music.
Yeah.
Even if it's like horrible music that we don't like. But
Stop saying horrible music, honey. It's okay. Just leave it. It's all right. It's okay. Leave it.
Anyway, I think my least favorite, like crowd favorite, I'm gonna get hate for this one too, but I've gotten kind of sick of playing Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin.
That was my answer.
I just stole your answer.
I was making an answer, but that's real.
Let's go.
No, it's the same. And I let him take the solos on it. It's a 12-bar blues, like the same 3 notes the entire time, but crowds absolutely love that song.
Are you dead-eyeing him right now?
And
you're seriously disappointed?
It's a drum solo.
It's his drum solo. It's his drum
Dad
takes.
is disappointed.
But no, the reason that we keep doing it, crowds love. And everyone loves Led Zeppelin.
All right, since we're playing this game, my least favorite song is Voodoo Child.
I think we could all agree with that.
I wanted to say crowd pleaser though.
It's only for him.
It's only for
we
him.
only added it for him because it's
just guitar
obviously
solo.
very guitar heavy.
During one of our rehearsals, he had the nerve when we were thinking of getting rid of that song on the set list. He's like, "What?"
It was Highway Star.
Oh, well, one of the songs. He was like, "What? Why are we getting rid of this song? That's the only song I have a solo on." I'm like, "You play
Like,
the solos every other song." The song.
There's like 2 songs. Or
Yeah.
Like if you take Rock and Roll away, I can use that argument because that's the only solo I have here in the set.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For me, I honestly kind of have like a love-hate relationship with Tom Sawyer by Rush.
Actually.
I mean, as fun as it is to get a break and then just, do the beat like the as fun as it is to do that, I even roped one of my friends into doing it once.
Yeah.
I'm primarily there for harmonies, and I'm a little bit upset that Rush never has harmonies because it's so much.
It's true.
Certain songs my personal I'll like listen to a song and I'll be like, okay, pick out harmony, and sing harmony even if it's not in there. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, and then they're like, there's no harmonies there, and I'm like, why can't there be harmonies there?
Yeah, Rush doesn't have any interesting part for Rachel, sadly, which I understand.
I mean, on the plus side, I do get to have a good break.
That is true. Yeah, having a break is amazing. I love when I get to take a break after singing.
It's important, especially for you.
Yeah.
For the vocalist, especially.
So,
It's important for everyone, but
so like
water break.
Yeah, like the
stay
good thing.
hydrated.
Yeah, the good thing about having like multiple vocalists who like can learn every part is that whenever like her voice gets like tired out or like she can't like quite do a song, she just like smacks me and I'm like, okay.
That's great about like having everyone in the band that sings, because we all are able to hold a tune and we're all able to harmonize. So that's great that everyone's able to have each other's back when it comes to vocals.
It must be nice having a sub if you get tired during a show.
I will say real, but every single person in this band plays bass except
We
for like
all play bass on a song.
he'll take my bass, she'll take my bass. It's crazy.
I play during 2 songs. He plays during Cult of Personality.
Womp, womp.
You're supposed to be my teammate. We're the rhythm section. What's going on here?
Bro, let me play drums.
So we got the least
Mama,
favorite
Daddy,
songs you
are
guys
we?
performed. Gracie, well, she said she agreed with Luke.
Wait, no, I have a new answer.
You have a new
He
answer?
took my answer, so I have to
I was
make
like,
a new
I was
answer.
gonna let her say the favorite first, so then no one could say it before her.
So sorry, but I'll say both of them.
Yeah, go with
Detroit
your.
Rock City by Kiss.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say
hate
too.
that song.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Really, that's like such a bass feature for you.
I know, but it's so boring.
It is.
It is
And it's
really.
also it's not
boring.
really
I'm not a
vocalist.
Kiss fan. It's as simple as that.
Like I respect Kiss. Like they're cool. They're a good band, but I just don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Yeah,
It's all like that. At least I don't know about all of their songs, but that song is half a step down, so I have to tune. And it's the most annoying thing ever because I always put all of the tuning songs right next to each other, so it takes like 10 minutes to tune. And it's awful. Poor play on your guys' part. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I sound like that song.
And I just have to awkwardly talk to the audience.
My most favorite song?
Yeah, what's your most favorite
Yeah,
song?
and now you lead off with the favorite.
Wait,
So I'm still
no,
your
guys.
answer.
Oh, no. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
So easy. So easy. Love that song.
I think my favorite song, it's more of a melody that we do. Like the most obvious one would be like, oh, YYZ into
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
I think I have a guess.
But, like-
I think I have a guess as to what you're gonna say.
But like,
I think it's
yeah,
is it Another Brick in the Wall?
yeah. So
I guessed it.
So we played it for the first time at the Kirkwood Station.
yeah.
The Kirkwood Station show, and yeah, that was like the first like actual melody that's like done in like the recording. So we did Brick in the Wall Part 1 into Happiest Days of Our Lives into Brick in the Wall Part 3.
Part 2.
Part 2. But I really liked it because like it's not the hardest song to play for drums, but like I got to sing on Brick in the Wall Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's the vocalist for that.
But we also added in like the helicopter sounds and stuff.
sweet.
So it's like, oh, we're kind of professional.
Also the talking at the beginning, like you.
Get it.
Theo, I want to know your least favorite.
Mine was also Detroit
sorry,
Rock
Theo.
City.
Oh, was it?
I'm not a Kiss guy personally, but I do agree we have to do it. We have to do it because
Yeah.
like people that they're like a staple band of the 70s. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they want to hear.
And what's your most favorite?
I like Never Been Any Reason by Head
I
East.
thought you were gonna say Foreplay, honestly.
I thought you were too.
Foreplay Long Time's
That
good
is a
too.
banger.
I just like Never Been Any Reason, not necessarily because it's the best song, but it gets people dancing more than any other song we have in our set list. People love that one. The old people do at least.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, my favorite song is a little bit selfish, but I love Highway Star by Deep Purple.
Yes!
It's because it's such a shreddy like guitar solo, and it's like a minute long. So
So I get to shine.
He gets to show off. For,
and then obviously I love the two Rush songs we do, YYZ and Tom Sawyer. I can't get enough of them.
My favorite that even though it doesn't really like we do Enter Sandman just for fun. Singing it and just performing it is so fun. Like we sound we sound so good on that one too.
We
But
do.
if I say that my favorite to sing is actually like Foreplay Long Time. It's a very, very fun song to sing. A lot of fun riffs. I love it. It's a great song. So
Yeah. For me, like I have like I absolutely love Smokin' by Boston, mainly because I get like several crazy high notes, which I love. And Wayward Son, which was actually like the only one that I actually knew going into this band.
that's so bad.
But I also like I love the Foreigner songs that we do, Hot Blooded and Jukebox Hero.
Okay.
But like there are some songs. Those are like the first two ones that I mentioned are ones that I lead, so that's one reason why I love them. But like I do also love Foreplay Long Time because like the harmonies are so much.
We sound
fun.
so good on the harmonies.
No,
too.
those harmonies are.
They're
We
wonderful,
were planning on playing that one at the Bands Around Town festival.
We got cut
But we
off.
ran out of
we
time.
ran out of time for that one.
Bummer.
They had to go straight separate ways.
Well, wasn't that because like weather or something? 'Cause
Yeah.
weren't the
Yeah,
guys-
because
Yes.
there was
Inside.
weather. Because they had to move the acoustic acts from the stage outside inside, and then our time got cut short, so we weren't.
We still got it done though.
And like
Yeah, we still played a good set.
Yeah, you
and
guys
like one of the reasons like why I love like doing harmonies is because it like really like adds to like the cohesiveness of the band, because like we look at each other like whenever we do harmonies, like we'll just like look at each
Very
other, make
interactive.
eye contact.
Yeah,
and
you
we'll
two
just,
do
like,
have very good interaction whenever you're up there singing together.
Rachel does add a lot to the band with harmonies. It's actually very, very incredible.
Aw.
She's actually really, 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 really good at holding harmonies, and that's actually everyone is amazing. in this
Everybody's
band, I
so
swear.
good.
I brag about this band to everyone. Anyone I come across,
It
I'm like,
isn't-
oh yeah, I'm actually in a band
it-
with these amazing, talented new musicians.
It is impressive how hard harmonies are because she
I had to
wasn't gonna
teach
be at a
them.
show, so there
I
was
had
a
to
show
teach
that
them
she couldn't
harmonies.
be for other obligations. So we all had to like try learning harmonies, and I'm like,
Harmonies are hard. They're so hard. Greatly underestimate how hard learning a harmony is because it just comes so naturally to me.
It's because like vocalists are obviously
like I'll just
different.
I'll just like listen to a song and like a verse into it, I'll just be like harmonizing it like to it like right away. Like that actually happened like during the Thunderhead concert. Like a verse or so into the opener, I was harmonizing with her on the verses, and he was like, "Do you know this one?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Just that good. You guys are gonna perform for us today?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'd love to.
What do you got up your sleeve?
We got a lot of good songs. We got some Fleetwood Mac, some Journey, some Foreigner,
Rush,
and
Blue Oyster Cult.
yes, Blue Oyster Cult. Yes,
Yeah, we have a pretty good lineup. So
very good lineup.
Well, this is going to be super fun. What did you say?
Before you get to it, do any of you have any closing statements you'd like to, or shout outs, or thank yous to anybody that's helped you and supported you along this journey?
Fear itself.
A catchy quote for people to remember you guys by?
For the last few moments we have left, we'd like to talk Jack down to earth in a language here that everyone can easily understand. Okay, wait. So, I know we were talking about our favorite gigs a second ago. What's going to be one of my favorite gigs is what month is it? July 20th.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, Grant's Farm. 6:30 to 9.
I'm really stoked for
It's
that one.
gonna be like a contract and everything.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
I've seen my dad play Grant's Farm all the time with his band, and it's finally our turn.
That is so exciting.
You did most of the covering, but also, you guys have a Facebook.
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We do.
And it's just Raised on Radio?
Raised on Radio Rocks.
And that's
We have-
where anyone can
we have
find
all
shows
socials,
you have
too.
coming up and everything you
Instagram,
want to do.
TikTok. Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We have TikTok. We do have TikTok.
We have a TikTok.
One post. We have a TikTok. We made up a video like when everyone is like
December.
Guys,
Oh, yeah, it
we
was
made
like back.
We made it. We have TikTok.
We have TikTok. We have like 4 followers, and it's us.
4 followers.
Well, you're
Raised
about
on
to
Radio
have,
Rocks.
let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we'll get you up there.
Raised on Radio Rocks. Yeah, you'll see our first video from December. We'll make more, I promise. We will. We haven't posted on that account in a long time.
You've been busy.
Should make
I have a lot of TikToks. I have a lot of TikToks in my favorites. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make this at practice, and then I don't.
I do that too. I put them in the drafts, and then like 3 years later, I'm like, oh, I could have
You
posted
should like make
that.
us do that.
I have over 9.
Hey everybody, this is Tippy,
And this is Jo.
and you're listening to the Tippy Jo Show, sponsored by BetterHelp.com/thebarn.
If it's all